I used to hopelessly play up and down the pentatonic scale when I practice, but this is how I practice now when I pick up the guitar. Taking a chord and playing around the chord. What I mean by playing around the chord is taking the notes that are in the chord and creating phrases with those notes. Let me bring you in close and break down this great practice concept. The concept is easy, taking chords that we use all the time. G for this example today. If we just look at this full bar chord, but the heart of the chord is G, B, and D. Those three notes make up a G chord, and they're right in the center of this big bar chord here. Here's another inversion, a different order of those same notes. 9, 7 on the G string, 8 on the B string. Always have those little moves from those three notes. It's the same going to C to B here and here. So just those two triad shapes, that's the heart of the chord, and you can slide up to these target notes. The notes in the chord are the target notes. So slide from 5 to 7 on the A string, and then hitting the G note on the 5th fret of the D string, and then sliding on the D string all the way up to the B note there in the 9th fret. That move you can use all over the fretboard. You just played the notes in the chord, but you did it in a musical way, because this D note is in the G chord. You're starting there, sliding up 2 frets to the E, and then hitting the G note, the root note, and then you're sliding up to the major third, the B. And then a D note is right underneath it, in the 7th fret of the G string. Fits perfectly over the chord. I practice like this because you start getting a connection, a sound that you hear, and that you really crave it. You really want to hear those notes. And that sounded a little different because I used a little bit of a minor sound. I'm not looking at a scale. Major third, back to that 5th, the D note, then walking down to the minor pentatonic. So that's a great little major minor move, but it still just hugs that chord. So sliding from 7 to 9 on the D string, hitting the D note in the 7th fret of the G string, then hitting 9, and then sliding from 7 to 5 on the G string, hitting 7 on the D string, sliding from 5 to 3 on the G string, and hitting the root note here in the 5th fret of the D string. First part. Then the last little ending here, to get it to sound major again, 5 on the G string, 5 on the D string. Hammer on to the major third here from 3 to 4, and then back to the root note in the 5th fret. You can take it a step farther and walk down like that. 5, 3, 2 on the A string, and you're ending on a B note, which is part of the G chord. These little connections will really give you a lot of confidence. And these connections are all over the fretboard. I'm just looking at the root note, and there's another G note here in the 8th fret of the B string. There's always that little major move, that major box around that. So 8 to 10 on the E string. Full bend on 10 of the B string. Release back to 10, and then back to the root note on 8 of the B string. And then there's a little hammer on from this shape. So you can go right from that little lick so you have the little shape here. 9 on the D string, 7 on the G string, 8 on the B string is that little G chord, the 3 notes, the triad. And just hold that shape, but take your ring finger off and hammer on to the 9th fret here on the G string. Then you can, as you leave this barred here, you can hammer back on from 7 to 9 on the D string. It sounds like a G chord because you're playing all those notes again. I practice like that all the time because there's a connection. That was just one chord. I guarantee if you play those moves over a progression in G major, those moves will work. They will definitely work. You can add that to the major pentatonic, the G major pentatonic. But I really challenge you to look at the notes in the chord first and then connect those with the pentatonic scale. This is a great way to practice. Just don't play up and down that pentatonic scale. It will waste years of your time, I'm telling you. If you want to be a good improviser, practice in this way. Talk to you on the next one.